dwarves, masons, engineers, and a caravan trudging through the rain and mud. This should be interesting, right? Hey everybody, this is DM Mike, and this is cutscene, I think, number 4. Cutscene number 4 of Hoard of the Dragon Queen. Now, this cutscene occurs in the prologue adventure. This is after everything that's happened at Kingston, everything that's happened after the Summoner, and the battle that took place within the cathedral. The Archbishop of Kingston, which now I'm kind of blanking on his name, decides to send the characters off to Greenest, where another cathedral is being built. And so a caravan's heading out in that direction, and it's carrying a bunch of masons and engineers and supplies for the cathedral to be built in Greenest. Now, of course, this is prologue, right? It's my stuff. It's not in the book, so don't worry about anything like that in case you're like, wait, what? I got to worry about this? No. But this is just a cutscene to set that up, and it actually turned out to be a cliffhanger. I wasn't sure if it was going to be or not, but so far, the cliffhangers that have occurred in our games have been either happening naturally, which has been great, or the ones that were planned worked out really well. So what you're about to hear, and we're just going to get to it, is just a very, very brief cutscene. It's like a minute or so, maybe a minute and a half, of the caravan kind of walking in the rain. If you've listened to the other cutscenes, you know where they're headed to. It's thunder, it's lightning. Greenest is already under attack. So this is just kind of leading up to that. And it was a great way to end a session, I think. It was a lot of fun. Let's put it that way. Anyway, all right, so guys, here it is, the final cutscene of the prologue adventure, the Caravan to Greenest. It is late in the evening as you approach the last few hills towards Greenest. The storm front that loomed in the distance has overtaken your party, sputtering your torches under sheets of rain as the wagon wheels lurch in the slippery terrain. The driver grumbles at the deluge, pulling the cloak over his head and quietly cursing his luck, as the masons walk briskly with a sour look of discomfort on their faces. The rain is unusually warm on your skin, making your armor and weapon handles slick and your winter garments heavy. The dwarven driver yells out as lightning strikes nearby.
Damn it, that stuff's getting closer. Well, this is the last hill before Greenest. Once we're over this, we're home free. As soon as we pull in, drinks are on me.
With a sigh of relief, the caravan's spirits seem to lift. But as you look ahead, a red glow flickers, lightening up the night sky, and a chill that seems to penetrate deep into the bones slowly grows. A sudden boom erupts, frightening everyone, bringing the caravan to a standstill at the foot of the hill. The driver jumps from the seat with a yell and scrambles his way up the slope in earnest. You quickly climb your way to the top, sliding in the streams of mud and gravel until you reach the crest of the hill. And before you, bathed in the colors of flame, is Greenest, under siege. The caravan leader stands in shock as the group of stone merchants look to you for instruction, a glint of fear deep in their eyes. There you have it, folks. That is the cutscene number 4, the final cutscene for the epilogue adventure for Hoard of the Dragon Queen. This kind of sets the characters up. We have finished all the prologue, and now they have a reason. And there's more than just the cathedral parts that are coming to Greenest. They're actually, Leocelin had been to Kingston and talked with the Archbishop, and then went to Greenest, and he had talked about some very specific things that were happening on the Sword Coast. And so the Archbishop said, hey, we've got a new cathedral going to Greenest. We also have a monk who would know a lot of the information that you're talking about, these kind of ideas of dragons and the danger and the evil that you see on the Sword Coast. This man might be able to help you in Greenest. So they set out on the caravan and go. Radio dramas and cutscenes like this are a great way to begin the adventure, obviously, which I've shown you a lot of those, but they also can be used to end an adventure and create I think, not that this is a great example of that, but I think a really compelling cliffhanger. So if you're going to do radio dramas or cut scenes, as you've seen here, these examples that I've put out, they don't just have to, start off your sessions every time. There are definitely times I have not done that, but I've often used them. If I use them at all, it's usually at the beginning of a session, especially that first session, but also as a tool, a method to create even a bigger cliffhanger. Because you got to remember, Dungeons and Dragons is all up here, right? It's all about the imagination, and I think cutscenes and radio dramas tap into that completely with our narration and our voice work, and then the appropriate music put into those spots. It can be really advantageous. So I'm going to keep putting these examples out and showing you what I'm doing. I've actually kind of started recording a little bit of my process. I'm actually working on a cutscene right now for our session 6 that's coming up in chapter 2 of Hoard of the Dragon Queen. I've already started kind of recording the scripting process a little bit, not the whole thing, like 10 minutes, that's all. And going to start recording some of the audio session itself in just like a minute or two. I'm not going to spend 30 minutes doing this, just showing little snippets of things and how I'm kind of putting this together. So anyway, that's it, guys. That's all I've got today. It's just kind of a quick and a brief cut scene. The next cut scene, I guess, will be cut scene number 5, and I have to look at my list to figure out what exactly that is. I have to go look at all my notes and figure out where we left off and what was the next thing. I can tell you right now, I've got about 16 or so cut scenes alone just for Hoard of the Dragon Queen. So there's still a lot to look at. And again, these are out here not to be, look what I can do. No, it's nothing like that, right? It's not a braggadocious. It's not. This is just a way of giving you ideas to really hone in your characters, bringing them into the table, bring them into your universe. And again, verisimilitude. That's just the word. That's the word of the year. Verisimilitude. It's something that I don't think I had words for when I was a teenager, but as an adult, I understand what I was doing now. I was really trying to enrich the D&D imaginative experience with sound, music, and they just kind of culminated into this radio drama cutscene approach. All right, guys, that's it. The next one will be whatever the heck it is. I have to go look for it. So thank you for watching these. Thank you for tolerating them. I appreciate it. And I guess I'll see you in the next video. All right, thanks, guys.